4 types of aliens. There's several scientists and officials and different people saying that the deep state is blocking the UFO files. Maybe there's a reptilian man walking around in the woods. I got on my Bigfoot and aliens t-shirt I got off of the internet because it's fun. All right, y'all. Today I want to talk about this alien stuff. I want to talk about what's going on with it, some things that I've heard about it, and how I feel about it. I want to hear from you what you feel about it. So make sure that you leave me comments about what I have to say and your opinions on the matter. So thanks for tuning in. So there's some scientists and officials and different people that are saying that the deep state is trying to cover up the alien files, right? The UFO files, the UAP files. Let me get it right, okay? I don't know what you want to call it, but they're saying that the deep state is trying to keep it from coming out. Just like the deep state also probably kept the Epstein files from coming out, but that's another story. We're not worried about that right now. What we're worried about right now are aliens, because aliens are important. Aliens are, just absolutely central to what we believe in as a human race. They say that it'll ruin our religious beliefs if we know that aliens are real, right? Because, J.D. Vance said that they are demons. I've heard a bunch of other people say that they're demons now. Let me get his name correct. Tim Burchett. Burchett. J.D. Vance says that they're demons. Representative Tim Burchett says that he don't think they're demons, that he thinks that they're aliens. He says that he believes that the aliens could coexist with Christianity or with other religious beliefs or whatever you have, and that it wouldn't affect anything. But regardless, I just wanted to get this out here. I just saw a video. They were talking about that there are definitely 4 types of aliens. 4 types of aliens. What are the 4 types? My face. 4 types of aliens. 4 types. 4 types of aliens. There's 4 types of aliens out there. The Nordics easily could be passed off as a human, except they're 7 feet tall. Also, I've seen 7 feet tall humans, like Shaq. For one, Shaq is a 7 foot tall human. I think he's taller than 7 feet tall, but he's black, so he doesn't count as a Nordic. Shaq is not an alien. Then you have the Greys, or the Hollywood type of aliens, right? So my first exposure to aliens was E.T. E.T. phone home. Ouch. Right? And I thought E.T. was cool. It was a little bit scary, but not really, because I was like, I don't know, I was 4 or 5-ish when I watched it. Maybe younger, but what I remember. So E.T., whatever his name really was, the extraterrestrial, he became friends with Elliot, and he, was lovable and friendly and funny, and he wanted to learn, and, he created a psychic connection with Elliot, and as he got sick, Elliot felt sick, and then all of a sudden, when he passed away, Elliot was fine again. But he came back, right? I don't even know what the point of all that was. I'm sure it was some kind of a psyop, right? Because the FBI has been feeding Hollywood what they need us to know for a long time, right? I don't remember, the 40s. 47, I think that's whenever they established the CIA. Is that right? I don't remember. Correct me in the comments. As we know, for a long time, Hollywood has been influenced by the intelligence agencies, and so they created that movie, and then lo and behold, the same director, he did Close Encounters of the Third Kind, I think, before that, and there's similarities in that too. And now they got Disclosure Day coming out, and it looks pretty cool and interesting, and that's about as far as I would ever want to go with aliens. But I grew up watching E.T. and Mac and Me. If you don't like Mac and Me, then just turn it off right now. I don't care. You can watch it, but Mac and Me was not better than E.T., but I did like Mac and Me because, I don't know, I was a sci-fi nerd as a kid. I don't know. But, so I have Mac and Me, and then there was Flight of the Navigator. Flight of the Navigator was awesome. All these movies made me want to believe that aliens could exist and be real. I wanted aliens to come down and show themselves and say, hey, here we are. We're the aliens. We're here to be your friends or whatever. And then as I got a little older, the movie Alien had already been made, but I wasn't allowed to watch it. But one day I decided, I'm going to stay up late. I'm going to stay up late and watch it. USA used to have the Up All Night series, and they would play science fiction movies and comedies and action movies. So that's where I saw Alien for the first time. And boy, let me tell you, I didn't want to meet that alien. I never wanted to meet that alien. And thank God so far they don't seem to say that there are xenomorphs. That's good. But what did they say exists? We'll get there. After that, you got your Starship Troopers. So Starship Troopers comes out, and Starship Troopers has these gigantic insectoid, like mantis type cockroach aliens that just eat people, and they go into a galactic battle with these things, and it's pretty gross and gruesome, and nothing that you could ever imagine would be real at all, but it's there. And then you get to games like Mass Effect, and I loved Mass Effect. You grew up watching Star Trek and Star Wars, and Star Wars is in a galaxy a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, and there's all kinds of aliens and races of aliens, and you've got Wookiees, you've got Wookiees, you've got what else? You've got Chewbacca, he's a Wookiee. You got freaking Ewoks, Ijawama, Gunda. I don't know. I used to speak Ewok when I was a kid. I don't know it anymore. So you got Ewoks, and you got Jawas, and you got Squid Men, and all kinds of things. You got blue people, you got orange people, all colors, all different humanoid type things, right? So then let's break it down. You've got Star Wars and Star Trek. Star Trek has more humanoid looking aliens, and I wonder if that's more so because they didn't know they didn't have the technology to make that on TV then. They weren't spending as much money, I guess, as they did on Star Wars. But then, you branch out. You've got Stargate, and they're talking about opening portals and dimensions and going other places. And then you've got all these different things that are all science fiction, right? All this stuff is just fake. It's not real. It's just movies. It's just science fiction, right? Okay, so then fast forward, you got Mass Effect. Mass Effect has got galaxies of different planets with different races of aliens, and then they have reptilians in Mass Effect, they have insectoids in Mass Effect, they have cybernetic type of organisms in Mass Effect. They all get along, except for there's a few that don't, and then you have this little battle going on. And the cool thing is, one of the 3 endings is it turns out everything's a simulation. Yeah, Mass Effect, simulation. Interesting. But that's off topic. So let's get back on topic, which is the alien disclosure. The alien disclosure so far has not proven or provided that there are any aliens, and everything that they have shown proves and provides that it could very well just be military tech that we are not telling people that we have. The deep state is trying to keep them from telling us about this military tech or aliens or whatever it is that we don't know. But these officials and these scientists, they went on this documentary called Age of Disclosure, and I interviewed Vincent Wren, the director of photography, on the Age of Disclosure. And he told me, yeah, these people really do believe, and I believe that they know what they're talking about, and that there are alien life forms out there, right? So they talk about orbs of light, they talk about all kinds of things, and I've seen some strange things in the sky myself, but I haven't seen anything as spectacular as the things that are claimed to exist, right? Well, I saw on X today from something that was on Fox News where they were saying that there are 4 types of aliens. There are 4 types of aliens, all right? You've got the Nordics, the Greys. I feel like unless they have some kind of telekinetic powers or something, no, I feel less threatened by them. I don't know why. I feel less threatened by the Greys. And the Nordics, all right. So then you've also got, apparently you've got insectoids, or whatever you want to call them. Humanoids with 2 arms and legs, but they look like mantises and insects. That's kind of creepy. I don't know that I really want to come in contact with an alien that looks like a mantis. I don't think that I want to even know that that exists. I don't think that I want to know that reptilians exist. Okay, we're not playing Skyrim here. What is going on? What is going on? I don't want to see any of this stuff. I don't want to know if it exists. So all I'm saying right now is I think that it really might be more beneficial if they don't release the news about the aliens any further than they have. I think that I don't know, man. Are we like some kind of a energy farm, or is this all a psyop? Is it a psyop? Maybe it's just a psyop, because honestly and truthfully, I do believe that if they told me that there were insectoid aliens and that there were reptilian aliens and who knows what else, it would probably change every paradigm that we have. Everything that we know to be true and hold to be true probably would fall apart, and my mind would be blown, and I probably wouldn't sleep at night if I knew that the noises out in the woods might possibly be if who knows, maybe there's a reptilian man walking around in the woods, and that scares me a lot to think about. A reptilian man walking through the woods, because would he wear clothes, or would he be naked, and would his penis be bigger than mine, or would it be smaller? Would he have like a one-eyed turtle? Would he have a one-eyed turtle, you know, the grower not a shower style, or would he just have like an anaconda, and he's like, my anaconda don't want none? And that's very scary to think about, man. I mean, you're going to have a lot of people feeling insecure about themselves if the reptilians are walking around with anacondas, and they don't have to wear clothes because they're not humans, because my dog doesn't have to wear clothes and you can see his dick. And also, you know, horses don't wear clothes, and they definitely got one-eyed monsters. Theirs are growers, not showers, because most of the time you can't tell if it's a girl or a boy horse. And then all of a sudden, that dong just extends down and grows and just dangles down there. I can't even. It's just hanging, just wiggling around. And then it's just a spray like they're putting out a fire. Just a fire hydrant of piss comes out of this horse dick, and then it goes back up inside, and you can see that, and you can look at that, and children can look at that, and it's legal and it's okay. But humans cannot walk around showing off their dongs. So if a reptilian alien was to exist and show off his dong, that would be problematic for most human men. Second of all, it'd be problematic. Second of all, let's just talk about the bugs. Like, and are we supposed to start integrating with these beings? Are we supposed to start getting along? Are we going to have like a intergalactic government now? What's going to happen? Are we really ready to experience aliens? Are we really ready to know that aliens exist? Are we really ready to communicate with them? What if it's a psyop? What if, because they got AI now. They got AI, and they could make this stuff up. They could put it on a screen, and you never see it in person, but you believe it was real. Or would you believe it was real? Would you believe it was real if aliens were put on the screen if Donald Trump and an alien were to shake hands on the White House lawn, would you believe that was real? Who knows? I don't know what I believe anymore. Everything seems fake. Everything seems crazy. Everything seems a little off kilter and wild and out of socket. That's not the right word. Everything seems just absolutely bonkers. And now that I'm thinking about the reptilian penis, I think we shouldn't know about aliens. What do you think? Do you think we should know about aliens, or do you think that it's too risky? I think it could be beneficial. Now, also they talk about that there's technology that would end our wars. It would end our wars, and it would end our energy crisis. So if there's technology that would end our wars and energy crisis, wouldn't it be really cool to distract you with a reptile dick? Wouldn't it be really cool? If there was actually technology that could end wars all over the world and the energy crisis and hunger and all the problems that we have, if that was actually real, then don't you think that it'd be pretty cool to distract you with a reptilian alien dick? I feel like it's a psyop, but I don't know. You tell me. Is it a psyop or is it real? That's my thoughts on it all, and really my thoughts are I don't know what to think. I think that it's crazy. I think that it's a little bit weird. I think that it's cool if it is real, but I also think that it's terrifying, and I don't want to know if it's real. But thanks for watching. Subscribe, share this with a friend, watch some of my other videos, watch the Age of Disclosure documentary, and also watch the interview that I did with Vincent Wren. Thanks for listening to me this far, and I hope you have a great day. Peace. Deuces. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Aliens are coming. Aliens are coming. Aliens are coming. Aliens are coming.